Good morning. This is Annie Batchelder. It's a few minutes before noon. Good morning. This is Annie Batchelder. It's a few minutes before noon, and I had a deep urge or kind of like an instruction to pull some cards about this week and the energy of this week. And I asked several questions. The first question I asked was, what's in store for this week? And the questions I work, or the cards I work with, are these Reconnecting Soul cards, this deck. And I'll put these in the written part of my YouTube channel so you can see them, because the video doesn't pick them up very well. And they're by Adrienne. There are 142 DNA activation cards, and I work with them very well. I think they really are satisfying and they do the job. So the first card I pulled was what's in store for this week. And I got this card, and it is the Common Sense card. This glyph opens the door for everything you do going forward, to be in alignment with the highest good of all that is. So, as I always say, bring this card into the space between your soul chakra and your crown chakra, and take it all the way into your body, all throughout your body, and reacquire this DNA strand that has common sense in it. So common sense is going to be required for this week. By the way, after a minute, I'll be doing some channeling. So I'm going to go through the cards first, and then I'll channel on what this means. I asked also, what was it? Something else about the week. I can't remember now. What is needed from me? And this card is what I pulled. And again, you want to reacquire this DNA strand. This is one of the 142 missing DNA strands. Just insert it in that space between your soul chakra and your crown chakra, and start absorbing it and reacquiring it inside your body, all over your body. Good. Everybody took it in really well. It's a little tight there in the back of the neck on the right side. That's okay. This is a big deal. This is a big deal card. This is the Mastery card. This is your inherent attribute, but you must activate it in order to claim it. So this is your inherent attribute, Mastery, but you must activate it in order to claim it. No, my sense is there's a lot to be channeled about that particular card. There were two other cards that they told me to draw, because the next question required two cards. And the question that this is one of the two remaining cards that they had me pull. There you go. Bring it into the body. And have it be absorbed all throughout the body. You can feel it moving throughout your body. Just allow yourself to acquire that. Good. There's a lot more open space on the back of the right side of the neck. This is the integration card. Well, that makes sense. This activation melds each of your soul aspects with a connection that allows for the sharing of all knowledge and capabilities between them. So integration. This is a little different interpretation of integration here. This activation melds each of your soul aspects with a connection that allows for the sharing of all knowledge and capabilities between them. So this integration card is going to interact with some of the other cards that were pulled, and they're going to work together. There you go. Hi, Diane. Look at you. How you doing? So the second of the final question cards is this one. So let's just go ahead and insert that into the space between the soul chakra and the crown chakra. And let it settle in and start to reacquire it throughout the whole body. There you go. And it's fine. Just notice where this card settles in. I feel it a lot in the back of my ribs, at about the base of my lungs, and rib cage at the back, in the back, and the outer side of my rear end and hip bones. And go ahead and bring it down the legs and the feet and see where it parks itself. I see it in both big toes. There we go. Oh, now it's coming up the front side, and I'm feeling it in the second chakra around a little bit on the right side, just below the belly button. And it's sort of evenly distributed from the second chakra all the way up. There we go. Now, this is the release card, and it says, this attribute frees you from the cycle of karma that you agreed to so long ago. As you are released, so now you can release everyone and everything else. So release. This attribute frees you from the cycle of karma that you agreed to so long ago. As you are released, so now you can release everyone and everything else. So it's like the freedom begets freedom. Once I'm free, it allows me to help others get free. Ooh, that's very nice. So these are cards that are going to be useful during the next week. And these last two are in response to the question, what is going to be needed from me to navigate this coming week? And so that's the integration card and the release card. I'm bringing in the guides, and the great creatress is standing here with us. I feel her presence strongly. Very loving, very tender, but there is a power to it. All right. Greetings and welcome, my dear ones. Allow yourself to receive that endearment, to allow your personality a moment to adjust to the fact that there is a divine being who cares about you and who is concerned about your every little thing, but mostly your progress spiritually and how you start to work with the world as energy, because that is what you are from, that's what you were created with, and that is your superpower. And as you can work with the energy, you will navigate life far more easily and slip around those obstacles, those impediments in your path that normally would stop you sometimes for years, blocking you like a giant pillar in the middle of your path, not allowing you to go forward at all. But being able to work with the energy, you are allowed to just slip around it, one side or the other, walk on, because you are free and you're working with life. You are living a life as an energetic being. All right, the question being, what is in store for this week? Well, we had Annie draw the common sense card. And energy is very practical. It follows certain laws created by me and keeps you in alignment with the universe as you know it. Sorry about that. Trying to get rid of that one. And so working with energy and common sense, you will know what makes sense to you. It's easy to have people make far-fetched promises. Words can be very seductive. They can speak what you want so deeply and think you cannot have so clearly. But the energy tells a different story. The energy tells whether this actually exists at an energy level, this promise or this idea that you can bring it inside of you and create it from within, or whether this is pie in the sky. Good. And so you need to use your common sense, your ability to respect your inner meter. Goodness gracious, maybe I'm having some interruptions. Let's get rid of that. There we go. All right. I always forget to do that in advance. All right. So common sense allows you to navigate the terrain, respecting your bullshit meter. Because when your meter redlines or even flutters just a little bit, it is getting your attention. Something is not in alignment with truth, with light, with elements that you can verify. Good. And common sense allows you to know whether something is for you or not. All right, the second card is the mastery card. And we bring this to your attention because all of you are masters in one way or another. Certain strengths are yours. You own them. They are clearly something that are within your capabilities. And they allow you to be drawn along your path, your soul's path, that your soul laid out for you as a physical body and a personality here on the earth plane. And you have certain masteries, certain skills, certain talents or abilities that seem to be within you, regardless of education, experience, training, exposure. But you seem to have these skills and you have mastery in this skill set. And this skill set you can rely upon. So this week, we want you to discover what skill you know and you have relied upon all throughout your life to help you navigate life on the earth plane. You know yourself to be a master in this area. it will come to you like, well, doesn't everybody know that? I thought that was just something you got born into you, and everybody had that. They don't. You have that skill as a mastery skill, a skill that you have mastered and use all the time, even if you don't know it. And it's one of those things that flies a little under the attention radar because for you, it's background noise. It's just what's in the environment all the time. So begin to notice, what one skill do you seem to have that you can claim as your own? You can claim as something that you've always had, and it is a skill that you have mastered. You use all the time. Share it with others. These two cards are in relationship to what skills do I need to bring forth in order to navigate this coming week. And the integration and release cards are the two that we had Annie draw. Integration. When you bring in the missing DNA card into the space between your crown chakra and your soul chakra and into your physical body and reacquire this DNA strand representing integration, you take it into your physicality in various places in your body. Especially the symbol side of the card, not the word side, because they do have two sides. And I'm going to be taking pictures and posting those as well so that you have them along with this video. And the integration happens in a very precise way for you, and then radiates outward to the rest of the body. Integration, I see most of you gathering it up in the third chakra, in that center that is your will, your personal will, that is your integrity, your personal integrity, where you carry your particular how to play the life game. What rules are in play for you as you play this game of life? What are the values that are so key and core to you? And are you respecting those, operating on those, using those? They may even reflect some of your mastery skills. And have you integrated that skill so completely that it operates without you having to think about it? Now, do you live by your inner values? Or are there some places where you feel that you're letting yourself down or not performing at top levels? That's all right. Don't get into judging yourself. As the great creatress, I never judge you. That's why you don't need forgiveness from me or anyone. You are not judged. You're living out your soul plan, and I rubber stamped your soul plan. So we're in cahoots from the beginning. You, your physical you, your soul, and I, your great creatress. Now, the release card. It seems that everything has this built in somewhere, somehow. Release. is always part of the skill set, the structure, whatever it is. When you are in a boat, sometimes you're moving along quite fast, especially motorboats, and you can pull the drain plug, drain the excess water out of the bottom of the boat, put the plug back in, and never even have to slow down or worry. It's one of the fastest ways to drain a boat. There's a release built in. There's a release almost like unscrewing the cap to your crown chakra and releasing your light upon the world. There are places in the body where you release physically. You release the old energy through exhaling, through urination, and through defecation. So already you are releasing on a regular basis, and you don't even think about it. Every exhale is a release. Every exhale can be maximized so that something toxic to humanity can be released, and a new mastery skill can be integrated into the physical body. There we go. And you'll use your common sense with all of this. Because I gave you free will, you can use your common sense whether you want to agree with this whole mishmash of ideas, or disagree, or accept some of them because it strengthens you and others that do not feel strengthening. It's an excellent use of free will. Why not? It's common sense that you should reject some ideas and accept others. What has come in this week? There will be times when you feel that lots and lots of ideas are thrown at you, pushing you, pressing you. Choose now. This moment is not the last moment in time. The pressure is exteriorly powered. It doesn't come from within. It's pressure is coming from without. Do something about this. Make yourself better. Save the voting plan. Fight against those who don't agree. These are ridiculous things. You can't fight and expect to win. You just strengthen that which you are fighting against. And then you have to fall back into surrender one more time again. Surrender to the leadership that I and your soul provide for you. We put teachers in your path that offer you good information, good experiences, uplifting, energetic concepts. They put in front of you hallowed writings that resonate deeply with your inner being, your deepest, innermost self, that speak to your mastery, and assist you to integrate what you already know, because you have released so much over and over and over again. And some of the issues that you bring up that are limiting are literally old issues. They're just rehearsals of something you've already dealt with. And it might be your mind just bringing you a problem that's no longer useful to you and you've already dealt with. Your mind largely operates in the past and rarely goes out to the future and says, what's coming, or rarely goes out to the future unless to put something fearful in your path. Something like whatever's happening in the future can't be as good as what you have now. There you go. And to strengthen you, I give you the class, Expanding Your Receiving. Because so much energy goes out in the way of pictures, conversations. I should be, I want this, I don't have it, and why not? Well, what's the story about this? And lots of information going out, lots of energy going out. But are you bringing the energy in that supports you? It's somewhat like adding compost to the soil of your life so that you can grow afresh, grow new wings, because you have molted off the old feathers and you need to replenish with new energy. And we support your energy skills, your energy identifying skills, and your energy utilization skills in this class. And so if you would like more of that, sign up. That's going to be Monday. The practical has to come in here. It's going to be Monday, November 14th, 5 p.m. Pacific to 7 p.m. Pacific, $44. And so we bid you adieu. But we send you off with a package of love and sustenance to remind you that everything begins with me, the divine, the great creatress. I supply and maintain you absolutely. And I'm in cahoots with the earth, with your soul, with your physical self. We operate in marvelous partnership. So let us dance and dance beautifully together. Amen. Okay, I think that's it. Angel Tamara, look who's checking in. Well, that's the story. I got to post these cards on a Facebook page and on the YouTube page, YouTube channel, so that you have them. And I will post both the fronts with the symbols as well as the back with the words, so that you can continue to integrate and gain mastery, or release the old and move into the new gracefully. You are my darlings. I love you very much. Thank you.